We really are in this together as far as being a state of people with a focus to be Minnesota.
As services continually get downsized, we're expected to do equal or more with less.
We're tiring of the constant stalemate at legislative levels.
We just want, this part of the public safety picture to stay solid and to protect the communities.
When the state legislature and other powers that be make decisions about budgetary impacts, it's very important that they consider how city services affect the least among us. City services they're at the forefront. They're a day-to-day interaction and vitally important to the quality of life in Minnesota.
The budgets are hard, and the economy is not what it needs to be. But taking away from basic monies that the cities need to provide services to the individuals, that is the very bloodline of what needs to be happening for our communities and keeping services strong.
It's so easy, especially when times are challenging financially or with people resources, to simply focus in on our own areas of need. And my mind was really opened up to so many areas that city and county and state government deal with.
It's really tough right now with budget crunches to figure out the right balance between taxation and services. I think Sartell is doing a fantastic job keeping their tax level at a rate that allows us to have the quality services and amenities, but not necessarily tax us out of existence.
Personally, I would pay more taxes. I think city taxes or local taxes are one of those things that people don't realize the level of services you receive until they're gone. So I think it's a situation where if people understood what would go away in the event of just eliminating certain services, then it's too late.
Many of us view taxes as an important part of how we contribute to the quality of life in our communities.
We do need industry, but I think more important than the industry is to protect our nature, the trails, the lakes, the trees, the streams, and this lifestyle that we have. That may in fact be more important than the next great big factory to come rolling into Bemidji.
Very important for them to be transparent and showing where their funding's going, what's happening, and being accountable for the dollars that they're using. I don't need to know their minutia, but give me the 10,000-foot view and have it make sense for what's going on.
I think it's really critical right now for Minnesota cities to look at the possibility of collaborating with the counties, with other cities, with townships, but also, frankly, with nonprofits and the private sector. That has to be something that Minnesota cities look to for the future.
It's very difficult for the government bodies to give up a little bit of control, but in the long run, it's much more efficient.
Government, in my estimation, can't be all to everybody. That the locals need to step forward and to use the many resources that the citizenry offers. I'm a firm believer that mandates get to be burdensome. Maybe we need to step back and see exactly what these demands are, and are they really strategic demands that are hurting more than helping?
I guess I would really like to see the idea of the common good come back into the way people look at government and the way elected officials do their business.
I worry about what will happen to the vulnerable, the ones who are a paycheck or maybe a day away from homelessness. And I know that weighs heavy on our governor and on our legislators. And it's got to be a huge job to balance all of the needs throughout the state. But boy, people are first. Just no other way around it.
I have complete faith in the people that we've elected in the civic arena, and I also believe in our community. that when there's something that needs to be taken care of, we're going to deal with it, whether it's a catastrophic event or an economic hardship, we're going to deal with it.
It's always nice to know that when people work together, you can accomplish many, many things.
Politicians come and go, but it's the communities that are going to end up bearing the burden of these decisions.
I am more hopeful today than I have ever been before. There's new blood in positions that I think are going to be making a difference. I think that as things get darker, that there's opportunity for more goodness to shine, and that we can lead effectively and again model what can be the best for future people of Bemidji and Minnesota in general.